Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this, you'll have seen my travel day video and you'll know that according to my YouTube, I'm currently in Walt Disney World. Well, I'm not. I've been back for a couple of days, but I thought I'd break up the scheduled programming of each daily vlog with a little Walt Disney World haul, as I know that people, well, including myself, love to see what everyone got from Walt Disney World, love to see what's in the parks at the moment, what they can get their hands on. I had a little list of things I wanted to buy before I'd even gone. So I know how much I love watching a haul to see kind of what everyone picks up. This will be mainly Disney bits with a couple of other bits that I bought either from the outlets or from the malls in Orlando. There are two outlet malls, Vinelands and International Drive premium outlets, and there are two malls, Florida Mall and Mall at Millenia. We went to both outlets, and the mall at Millenia, we didn't have time to go to Florida Mall as well, although I love going there because that's where the Cake Boss shop is and their red velvet cake is to die for. I haven't thought of an order to go through this, so I thought I'd just kind of go from whatever's closest to me to whatever's furthest away. To start off with is, so I bought I bought two pairs of ears, and then my family that I was away with and my friend gifted me the third pair as like a little present because for organising the trip, which was so kind of them, so unnecessary but really appreciated. The first ears I got, and I used like inverted commas because of the fact that it's not really an ear, more a headband, is this BB-8 one. I haven't pulled up the tag yet because I want to save it for a trip, but it actually like makes noises, it makes like little BB-8 noises, which is incredibly cute, and it lights up. This was in the outlets, I believe the original price was meant to be $24.99 or $27.99, and I got it for $4.99. It is a little bit big on my head, if you notice. It literally does look like I have a droid coming out of my head, but I'll allow it. My mum spotted this out for me and she was like, oh gee, you've got to get this. And I was like, I do. For the sake of $5, I really, really do. And it's not actually too heavy on my head. I don't know if I'd be able to wear it all day because obviously it is quite weighted with the BB-8 helmet on, but I'll allow it. It's really comfy from what I have worn it, and I'm really looking forward to be able to wear it on a following trip. I just didn't get time to wear it this time after we've been to the outlets. The second pair of ears was a pair of ears that I almost bought before I even left, because I was obsessed with them when I saw them on the Shop Disney store. They are Avatar ear, well, I say ears again. They do have ears, but it's more of like a headpiece. Watch it go look awful with my fringe. I had to like properly position it when I did wear it. But yeah, you just balance it. You pop the ears obviously to be in place, and then you just get this to be where you want it. Obviously, doesn't look great with my fringe at the moment. I would need to fiddle around with it, but this was incredibly comfy to wear around Pandora. I was obsessed. I had like a little like Avatar inspired outfit that I wore the day that I wore these, and I had so many compliments from really nice like guests in the park. It was so cute. I felt so cool in them. They're very different obviously than most ears, like Disney ears, but they're more kind of like the ears that I'm gravitating towards because of how puffy my hair is. I just think like these like smaller ears I think work really well. I mean, they might not, you might be looking at me thinking what the hell are you wearing, but I really like them. And the final pair of ears I bought was like the classic mini ears. These are the ones that were gifted to me, and they're actually scented. So these are the Mickey Premium Bar Ice Cream ears. That's like a collaboration between Disney and Loungefly. So they're a little bit more expensive. They've got like the Loungefly logo here. I think these ones were $40, which obviously is quite pricey for ears, but they actually do smell like Mickey Premium Bars. Like the chocolate shell casing, that's what this smells of. It's like the right here you can see like it's this bit here that smells of the Mickey Premium Bars, and it's such a good smell, honestly. Like I honestly find it intoxicating. I love the smell of chocolate. I used to have a teddy, actually I still have it, a teddy that smelt like chocolate that I bought on a British Airways flight when I was like 6. Well, I didn't buy it, I bought it, and it still smells of chocolate to this day. So I'm really hoping that smell lasts, because I want to be able to wear those on a trip and be like, everyone smell my ears. That sounds weird, but you get what I mean. Next in what is next to me is the resort mug. So I have never bought a resort mug before. This is one of the 50th designs. There was one that was like more vibrant, which is the one that Soph picked. Soph spotted them first. And then I went for this one, purely for the fact that I thought it was quite cute, it's quite subtle. And I really like them. They've got like a little Mickey here, and then if you lift him up, you've got like the little bit where you drink out of here. I never have bought them before because I've stayed in the resorts a few times, but I never had the Disney dining plan, and I think they used to be free with the Disney dining plan. And I never really drank that much fizzy drinks, or I'd be like drinking them in the parks and I'd come back and be happy with water. But these were actually really useful. We could use them for water in the parks if we wanted. At the resorts, me and my mum shared one, and then Sophie had one that she shared as well. We literally just put 2 straws in the top bit, and then we both shared it. If my mum was having a day at the resort and I was going to the parks, she could use it. So we found it quite economical to share it between the 4 of us. $20 lasted for both resorts. We could use it when we were staying at Coronado Springs and Animal Kingdom Lodge, which I wasn't sure if it was just for the duration of your resort stay at one. It was for both, which was super helpful. And they last 2 weeks, so they are so great. And for the price, like, you can't really go wrong. Like if you buy more than like 4 fizzy drinks at the resort, you've basically paid for a resort mug. And I know that you can't use it in the parks, but we drink water or like a coffee throughout the day, and then we come back and have fizzy drinks if we wanted them when we were at the resort. These 2 were actually freebies that we got from our breakfast at Cinderella's Royal Table. You've got the sword and the wand. I actually used the sword as part of my Captain Hook Pirates bound for Mickey's Not So Scary, so this actually came very useful. I was very chuffed with this, and the reason I got the sword was because I bought the wand the previous time, and my mum bought the wand and she honestly will not notice it's gone, so I've taken that as well. So these are really cute. It's just a little something that you get on your way out of Cinderella's Royal Table. Our like little mini review of Cinderella's Royal Table will be in the vlog for that day, so if you want to check that out. But short summary, yeah, definitely recommend it, especially for breakfast, because it's the best value for the day, the best value meal of the day, and it's a cool way to start off your day, isn't it? Just popping into the castle for breakfast. So this was a gift. This is a like spoon and thimble set. Very random, I know, like you're probably thinking, but our godmother, she sews like all the time, and she actually collects spoons, and she has a Disneyland California spoon from the 25th anniversary. So that spoon is literally like 40 years old. And I always use it whenever I go there. It used to be when I was little, my ice cream spoon, so we saw that, and me and my sister thought, yeah, let's get it for her, just because it was a little something that we saw that hopefully she'll like. It was just, I think it was $20 for that. We saw it in Animal Kingdom as part of their like 50th Vault collection. They've got quite a lot of like old vintagey style designs at the moment in celebration for the 50th, and that was part of it. Right, next I'll save those and do those together. Next I will do these. These I found at the outlet malls and I was obsessed. These honestly did not leave my hand as soon as I found them until I bought them, and they were wrapped up safely. They have survived all the way back home, which I'm so pleased with, because we've had Christmas ornament injuries before with a Pete's Dragon Elliot decoration that we bought my mum last trip. This though survived, and I've got McQueen. Oh right, try and get my face out of the focus. So we've got McQueen here, and he does have a little tag and like a stop start button here, so I'm not sure what that does, but I don't want to turn it on until Christmas. So once I find out, that'll be awesome. I presume it just makes noises because the wheels don't turn, so it can't be like a remote control, not remote control, like a movable car of any sort. And then I also, obviously to go with McQueen, got Mater, and I think Mater is adorable because on the side he's got a little Christmas tree, and it's got little car parts on the Christmas tree. Now these were $8.99, like $9 each. obviously plus tax, but from the outlets. And originally I think they were meant to be like 23, was it? Yeah, $23 each. So we saved like 70% on these, and I was honestly obsessed. I love to collect little Christmas decorations. We bought them last trip for all our nieces and nephews, but because they're so expensive, this time we decided to avoid that, but I needed to get a couple for myself just to go on my Christmas tree. I've got a bunch, and honestly when I move house, my Christmas tree is already going to be sorted because it's just going to be full of Christmas decorations from Disney, and I think that's awesome. It's such a cute little memento of the trip, and at the outlet price you really can't go wrong. We've got a few more outlet bits I will do now. The first, very random, I just bought some like fall themed socks from American Eagle. I love autumn, I love autumnal colours. I feel like that is my colour palette for myself, and these ankle socks, I literally was like, I can't say no. They weren't in, although they were in the outlets, it wasn't an outlet price. I paid full price for them. I think it was like $12 for 3 pairs, but I just didn't care. I just really wanted them. I also got a play suit, but that is in the wash, so I can't show you, but you'll see it in some photos, and probably, yeah, I think I vlogged a day in it, so you'll see it on me. And that was from American Eagle as well. And then from Bath and Body Works, I bought 2 foam soaps. I got the Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. You gonna focus? Don't look at my face, thank you. And then I also got the, which I'm presuming smells like cinnamon pumpkin. And then I also got this one, which smells of pumpkin, cinnamon and vanilla, which is from like their specific Halloween range, whereas this one's autumn, this one's like their Halloween range, and it's called Perfect Pumpkin. And I was obsessed with this, whereas this one, the full one, is actually for my friend Soph's mum, because I know that they love the foam soaps. They normally get them when their friend comes from Canada, and so I saw this and I thought, yeah, I'll just get a little one for them, because I see them like every month, and I probably consume about half their soap because I love their Bath and Body Works soaps. So this is just a little repayment from using all of their soap. And then I also got 5 hand sanitizers. You're probably thinking, why 5? I got 5 because they were 5 for $8. So I think the majority of which were full scents. I got one that wasn't, which is this one. I got Poppy because my sister loved this smell, and when she was wearing it for a while I did too, and it was my nanny's favourite flower, so we love buying things that are like poppy themed, scented, designed. I got one that's called White Pumpkin that's very cute, very fall themed. I got one that's Fall Vibes, which I think is cranberry scented. You're gonna find that, there we go. I got another one which is Sweater Weather. This one's quite like a fresh scented one, which is quite nice because I tend to go for like sweet scented fragrances, so to have a couple of fresh ones mixed in is quite nice, especially because it's hand sanitizer. And then this one is my favourite. It's the best at masking the scent of hand sanitizer. It's quite sweet. It's called Pumpkin Cupcake, and this one was just honestly incredible. Like I don't know whether to save this one. Oh, stop looking at me. To save this one or use it first. Sorry, my camera keeps looking at me, not the product, and so that's why I'm like, hello. So those were the 5 I got. So the 2 soaps I believe were $7.50 each, and the 5 sanitizers were 5 for $8. So I don't think that's too bad. We also bought 3 or 4 of the body fragrances, but they were for my sister and my friend Sophie. So I didn't buy any of them myself, purely for the fact that I didn't need any, and I'd gone so wild on everything else that I thought I need to show some self-control in some areas. Right, sorry, I'm just getting all of the pins out that I bought. I didn't buy loads, but there was a bunch more that I could have bought, so I did exercise some self-control, but not a lot. Oh, I'll finish off the outlet bits and then I'll get on to the pins and stuff. So I bought these Crocs, which are like, I call them like ice cream Crocs because they remind me of Neapolitan ice cream. And when I was out there, I decided to treat myself to a bunch more gibbets. I already had 3. I had the Daisy, the Goofy and the Donald one already, but then the rest I decided to buy on my trip. I bought the Save the Turtles one, the Buzz Lightyear one and the Ewok. And then on this shoe, I actually bought 4 out of 5. I bought the strawberry for Harry Styles. I bought the little pink rubber ducks. I thought it was really cute. I bought Remy, which is my favourite one I bought. I mean, look at him. He was also the last one in the outlet, so that was awesome. And then the little Daisy to go next to Daisy. And I am obsessed. Me and Sophie, because Sophie also bought some gibbets for her Crocs, were obsessed with our Crocs as soon as we decked them out, and I just did not want to take them off. I'm going to wear them to the festival I'm going to this weekend. It's honestly going to be a great time, and I just love them. Anyone that's not a Croc lover here, honestly, just don't come for me in the comment section, because I just love my Crocs so much. Right, then I'm losing track of what I've shown you and what I haven't. Right, then I will do what I bought from Disney Springs. So I bought this highlighter. It's the Milk highlighter. I can't remember what shade this is. Here it is. Let me have a look. Oh, it's in shade Lit. This highlighter is so good. I normally use a pigmented powder highlighter. This one's a little bit smoother. It applies so well and it wore all day. Considering I was literally boiling in like 36-degree heat, the fact that this survived just shows how good it is. It looks really small, but it honestly will last ages. And I bought this from Sephora, so I was super happy with that. I've used that the whole trip. That's why this is literally just the empty box now, which I will throw away. I bought a new bag from Kate Spade. I have like a larger one that I use for work, whereas this one's more for evenings. I love the shape of it. I love the curved edges. It's nice enough that it will fit like my phone, a card, but it doesn't actually need to fit a card holder in because it's got card holder pockets like on the inside here, which is super helpful. And I think it was meant to be $260 and I got it for 60 something. So that was such a good discount. I literally could not let it pass by. I think I ended up getting like 80% off and like I was well chuffed with that. So super happy with that purchase. And then done all of you. And then the final thing I got from Disney Springs was this Tony's Restaurant jumper. So from the front it looks quite simple, it's just a crew neck. This is from Uniqlo. And then it's got Tony's Restaurant written on the front. And then the back is what I saw, which drew me into the jumper. And it says, "You had me at spaghetti," and I love it. It's Lady and the Tramp. It's got obviously the decal on the back. It just feels really well made. It's really soft in the inside, but not like fluffy soft. Like it feels like it will wear well and be a really nice autumnal jumper. And I believe it was $35. I think it was almost 40 with tax, but I was super happy to pay that because I know this is a colour and a style that I will wear over and over again. It'll probably be my jumper of the season. And then we move on to Mickey's Not So Scary. So we obviously went trick-or-treating. We didn't get loads of treats because I'm not really like a sweet chocolate person in terms of American candy. So we got a few, and then before we left we finished off the sweets, gave away the rest, and then have these treat bags. So it's got the 50th anniversary on the back, which made me really want to keep it because obviously it's quite a nice memento of the year. And then it's got Let's Boo This on the front with Mickey and then the Halloween party logo at the top. This one is chock-a-block with maps, tickets that I kept, the room occupied sign. I don't know why I'm a klepto when it comes to Disney room stuff. I always keep them. I use them in my room. I was just super happy with that. It's even got like my Mickey's Not So Scary wristband inside. Like I always end up keeping random things with the intention of scrapbooking. I rarely do, but at least I've got it so that if I ever want to, I've got a head start. And then as a gift of the occasion, they give you, dropping everything, they give you like this little commemorative poster, which is in like a plastic wallet to keep it dry, which is so cute. It's special for this year. I think it has, does it have the date on it? No, but it has the 50th celebration at the bottom. And I actually got one for each of us when we were leaving the park, and I just think that's a really nice little extra treat, so I need to give the others theirs. I won't be keeping all of them, don't worry. And then just myself, as we were leaving, I decided to get the Mickey's Not So Scary, like, special edition spirit jersey. So it is orange and black tie-dye, which is my favourite colour combination. I actually tie-dyed something myself, orange and black. And this is the front, and then it's got Magic Kingdom at the front, and I believe the year. And then on the back, it's got Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, like, at the top. And then it's got Mickey, like Phantom Mickey at the bottom, trick-or-treating. And I loved this. This was probably one of my most expensive purchases. I think it was like $4 with tax. But I didn't mind. It was honestly so cool that I couldn't say no. I'm so excited to wear it, / nervous to wear it, because I just don't want to ruin it. It's honestly like one of my favourite purchases. I will probably wear it to Disneyland Paris on my Halloween trip, so keep an eye out for it then, because I mean the colours are perfect for it, how could I not? We're almost at the end, and by almost at the end I mean I've still got all my pins to go through, but before then I will go through the couple of bits of jewellery that I purchased, both from the parks. I'm normally quite I used to be a Pandora person in the parks, but I've tried to steer away from that, and this time I went for a couple of like Disney parks jewellery. The first being these Grogu earrings that I actually wore twice in Hollywood Studios. I was obsessed with them. They're so cute, so simple, but I really found them really effective. They like just elevated any Star Wars bound I did, and they were perfect literally for walking around the parks. I felt so comfy in them because they're not weighted, although they're like a dangly earring, they're not weighted. And I think these were like $20, which is completely like a fair price to pay for them because I really did like them. And then the other jewellery set I got was another pair of earrings, this time with a necklace. And if I can just get it unhooked, it is a Ratatouille necklace. So this has obviously Ratatouille along the bottom, and then the spoon necklace like joined alongside it, and then the earrings are a strawberry and a cheese to to reference the Emile eating the strawberry with the cheese, like the flavour combination scene they have in Ratatouille. I saw this before we even left to go to America and was like, oh my god, that looks amazing, I need it. I saw it at Magic Kingdom on our first full park day, and I was like, right, I'm not going to buy it now, I'm going to wait and buy it all together. And then it sold out at Magic Kingdom and I couldn't find it in the Emporium anymore, and I thought, oh no, I've lost it. But thankfully on our last day I saw it at Disney Springs, and I was like, that is going straight in my basket. It was like $40 plus tax, but I just didn't care. Like, I wanted that before I left, so it was definitely coming home with me. Which leads me on to the other thing that I knew I wanted before I even left, which is, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen him already, but it's my droid Bumble. Honestly, I love him so much. So this is him. I got to custom design him myself. I did record it, so you can see the process of me making him, how you do it. But I love the colour scheme, and because it's mainly yellow and black, we decided to call him, well, I say we, my friend decided he should be called Bumble, and we all adopted that name. He's so fun to play with. He is remote controlled, but I'm not going to show it in this video. You'll be able to see it in my vlogs, and I'll probably end up playing with him more and more, so you'll probably see him in future vlogs as well. He was $100 plus tax, and you have to book your slot to be able to make him. They do have walk-ins, but they go incredibly fast. So my advice is to get in, pre-book your slot, and it's such a cool, very short experience. I think I was literally in the building for like maximum 20 minutes, but a very cool experience nonetheless. And I really like the fact that he's custom to me. You can get personality chips to change their voice. I decided not to, just because I hadn't decided which one would be best for him, and I find it funny that he has such a deep voice at the moment. The personality chip voice he has at the moment is exclusive to Galaxy's Edge, which I thought was pretty cool anyway. So if I want to change him, I can always do that on future trips. But right now I'm happy with his voice. And then finally that leads me on to pins. Now, looking at them, I did actually go a little bit wild on pins, more so than I thought. But when you're at Walt Disney World, you kind of have to. The Disneyland Paris pin collection doesn't change very frequently, so I normally only buy a few when I'm there. With Walt Disney World, you're there for longer, you've saved up more, and it's kind of like, well, if I don't buy it now, I won't be able to buy it. So the first I'm going to show are actually gifts for Soph and Key. They are massive pin collectors, and I saw these, and considering I know how much they love the films, I couldn't resist buying them for them. I also will just treat it as like a part of their Christmas present. But I got, for Soph, I got her the Hercules pin. So this is meant to be like all of like the secondary characters from Hercules. And then I got this one, which is 101 Dalmatians, which I just think is adorable, because again, it's got all of like the little extra characters that you perhaps don't see so frequently on a pin. I have the Peter Pan version of this pin and was obsessed by it, and I thought these two are so cool. They're $18 each, which obviously is a little bit more expensive for a pin, but I think the detail makes it like okay. And then pins for myself. The first one I got was this one, which is a skateboard with, speak properly, with Donald, Goofy, Pluto and Mickey. I thought this one was really cute. The little wheels actually do turn as well, and considering I like to skateboard myself, I saw this one and I was like, I can't exactly say no. This one was a yellow one, which I believe is $12.99. I think the prices are $9.99 for like yellow and silver. No, for green and silver. Yellow's $12.99, and then pink I think is like $15, and then anything higher is normally individually priced. I got this one, which was $12.99, which is a Tower of Terrapin. It's got Goofy on the one side, and then if I can get it to flip for you. They're always so awkward when they're on the backing, but I haven't taken them off the backing so I can show you on the video and keep the prices. And then this is, stop looking at me, Donald on the other side. They had actually a bunch of Tower of Terrapins, which is quite rare. But I already have a few. I didn't want to go crazy on one trip. Like, I don't like to buy too many on one trip from the same thing, because I like to have that bit of variety. So I just bought the one this time, and then hopefully they'll bring a few more to Disneyland Paris so that I can get a few more. And then I bought these two, which were the first pins I bought, which is Miguel and Hector from the Coco film. I love Coco so much. It's one of my favourite films, and I don't really have very many pins in the collection because they've kept them quite simple. A lot of them are like the skeleton mask, or they'll be like about Dia de los Muertos, which is great, but I wanted more character profile pins, which these two were, and so was this big pin that I found in Epcot and I loved. So it's got Miguel with his mum and dad, and then it actually slides open to reveal Mama Coco, and I mean, if that's not adorable, I don't know what is. I love this pin. It's very hefty. It's a very hefty pin, but then it also was $30, so it kind of has to be. I tend not to spend that much on a pin, but with this one I just couldn't say no. I've been staring at it the whole trip, and I was like, oh, it's just gonna have to go in my basket, isn't it? Also in the Epcot store where I saw the Coco pin was this Radiator Springs postcard pin. So it's like a postcard. It says wish you were here. There's like a collection of them. There's like a Mickey's Toontown one. There is a Star Wars one on Tatooine. And then there was a couple of other ones. I think there's one from Meet the Robinsons. But this one was a Radiator Springs one with McQueen and Mater. And I was just obsessed. It's my dad's favourite Disney film. It's a film that I love to collect stuff from. It's really grown on me, that film, ever since my dad really started liking it. We watch it all the time. So when I saw this pin, I was like, I really like it, and I like the fact that it says wish you were here. If my dad collected pins, this would have been for him, but seeing as he doesn't, I'll do him a favour and collect it for him. And then I collected a few pins while I was pin trading. I don't really pin trade because I don't like buying pins that I don't particularly want to trade. But I had a few from my last trip that I just thought I'd trade for. There's this Goofy one, which I thought was quite cute. We saw him in, are you going to focus? In Animal Kingdom. Then there was this Kangaroo Pin that we found at Epcot, and I love this pin so much. It's very rare to see like kangaroo in the park, so this pin is very cute. And then I saw this Black Spire Outpost pin from Galaxy's Edge, and seeing as I don't really have that many Star Wars pins, I thought this one was such a cool one, especially to find on like a trading board. So I grabbed it, was very happy with those pins, and it's kind of made me want to branch out. I think if I start buy like a new collection of pins, it'll probably be Star Wars pins, because after this trip, like my love of Star Wars is just like further solidified. Galaxy's Edge was incredible, and it's just made me want to collect more and more merch from Galaxy's Edge and the Star Wars films. Then the final ones I got were from the Halloween selection. There was a Donald pin that I really liked, but it came with just a random pin that was like a little ghost, and I wasn't a massive fan of that. I didn't really want to pay like $20 for that pin. So I got this one, which is for $30, and then it's got the Winnie the Pooh characters. And I just thought, considering you can meet the Winnie the Pooh characters at the Halloween party, this was such a cute pin. And I do really like Winnie the Pooh. It was like my childhood movie, I think, because it was like the least scary Disney film I could find. So I was really happy with that pin set. And then because we were staying at Coronado Springs, I wanted to get a Coronado Springs pin, and it was actually the 25th anniversary of the Coronado Springs Resort. So they had this one, which is Donald and like in the three I can never say that word. Please someone teach me how to say calabreros. Is that how you say it? But yeah, it's this pin, and then it's for the resort, and it's limited. Stop looking at me. Yeah, and it's limited edition. So I just thought that was a really cool pin to pick up. It was $20, which is quite expensive for a pin this size, but it is a layered pin, and it was a pin to commemorate where we stayed. So I was happy with that. And that was my pin haul. So I don't know if that was a lot, I don't know if that wasn't a lot. They were the majority of the pins were more expensive, I found, than I would usually pay for pins, but they were all really special pins for me, so I'm happy to spend that money. And then of course I got a Disney Conservation Fund badge. This one is exclusive for the 50th anniversary. It's really pretty colours, and of course obviously all the money goes to a really great cause, so whenever you're there, feel free to donate. I think it's as long as you donate $1 or above, you'll get a badge. So just round up your purchase, like by $1 or $2 when you're in Animal Kingdom, and then you can get yourself one of these badges. I think that's it. I have just spoke for half an hour about stuff that I bought. I bought half an hour's worth of stuff. I don't know if that's, yeah, that is embarrassing. But I also don't care. I spent so much more money on like snacks and stuff. We bought our Gideon's cookies, incredible. We also brought them home with us, which I think was such a nice treat, because when you're really tired after the plane ride and you're feeling the jet lag, to whack out a chocolate chip cookie that tastes incredible is the way forward. 10 out of 10, recommend. If I haven't said the price of anything and you want to know, feel free to let me know down below. If you want to know where I bought any of the stuff, like which stores, whereabouts, which park, let me know down below. If you've got any pieces of merch that you're excited to buy on upcoming trips, let me know. Honestly, I love talking anything Disney merch. It's so fun. I love spending my money. I love giving the May Mouse my money. So if you do too, let me know down below. I hope you look forward to seeing any of my future Disney Day vlogs. They were so fun to film. I had such a great time. I will be doing a trip review at the end of the vlog, so keep an eye out for that. I'd love if you would like and subscribe to the channel. It just really helps me know kind of what content you guys are looking for. Yeah, and I shall see you in another video. I hope this was okay. Bye-bye.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good